If you were planning to attend the FIFA World Cup 2026, stop everything you are doing right now. You are likely being scammed by the ticket pricing system. You've been staring at the screen for 20 minutes. Your heart is pounding because you're finally here, the checkout page for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. You've got your credit card in hand. The price displayed is $200. It feels high, but for a piece of history, it's justifiable. You click Confirm, but your finger pauses. Just for a second, you refresh the page. And just like that, the number changes. It's no longer 200, it's now 280. You stare at it confused. You refresh again, 340. Within minutes, the cost of your seat has tripled. You feel a familiar sinking sensation in your gut, the feeling that you are being played. But you're not alone. Thousands of fans across the globe are experiencing this exact same heartbreak. We call this a glitch, or perhaps bad luck. We blame the massive demand. But what if I told you this wasn't an accident? What if I told you that the moment you entered your information, a machine already knew exactly how much you were willing to lose? We are told the system is simple: supply and demand. If tickets are scarce, prices rise. It's the foundational rule of the market. But in 2026, the market isn't a place where people meet to trade. It's a black box operated by dynamic pricing algorithms. These systems don't just react to demand, they manufacture the illusion of it. You see, the public records show that property managers and event organizers are increasingly using the same software to control prices, much like we've seen in the recent scandals regarding housing and junk fees. It's a systemic infection. When you see low availability flashing in red, that's not just a warning. It's a psychological trigger designed to shut down your logical brain. It forces you into a state of panic buying, making you ignore the hidden charges that are quietly stapled to the end of your purchase. The system wants you to buy now and ask questions later. And the scariest part? You've been conditioned to believe that this price is the real market value. This is where the reality of the situation becomes much clearer, because ticket price manipulation isn't just about simple supply and demand, it's about a deeper, systemic issue. Critics argue that we are witnessing the birth of a digital cartel. These entities don't need to meet in smoke-filled rooms to fix prices. They use shared, sophisticated databases to ensure no one undercuts the market. Think back to the last time you were frustrated by health insurance costs or the sheer shock of prescription drug pricing. Why does the cost of life-saving medicine or a routine doctor's visit feel so arbitrary? It's because the same architectural blueprint is being applied across every sector of our lives. These platforms use shared data to ensure that whether you are booking a flight, renting an apartment, or buying a seat at a stadium, you are being forced into a pricing tier that maximizes profit at the expense of consumer rights. It's not competition, it's coordinated extraction. By now, you think you understand the scam. You think it's just greedy companies using software to inflate prices. But let's go deeper. Let's look at surveillance pricing. This is the layer that most people never see. When you visit these sites, you aren't just a shopper. You are a data point. The algorithms are tracking your device type, your battery level, your location, and even your browsing history. If you're browsing from a high-end smartphone in a wealthy neighborhood, the system calculates that you have a higher willingness to pay. They aren't selling you a seat. They're selling you the highest price they think they can squeeze out of your specific bank account. This is the ultimate betrayal of data privacy. You aren't being treated as a human being. You are being profiled by an invisible system that has already decided what you can afford before you've even seen the product. And the most unsettling part? You legally gave them permission to do this. We all click "I agree" to those endless terms of service documents without ever reading the fine print. We have traded our personal information for the convenience of digital services, never realizing that the corporate accountability we assumed existed is virtually non-existent in this new digital frontier. When you purchase a ticket, you aren't just paying for the seat. You are paying with your data, which is then fed back into the machine to optimize the next price hike. It's a feedback loop of exploitation. Every search you conduct is a training manual for the algorithm to become more efficient at overcharging you. You're essentially paying to be targeted. The more you engage with these platforms, the more they learn how to predict your behavior, and the more they can fine-tune their tactics to ensure you pay the absolute maximum. It's a sophisticated, automated form of extortion. So, where does this leave us? We are standing on the precipice of a future where market price no longer exists. Instead, we have my price and your price, both tailored by cold, unfeeling machines designed to extract every spare cent. The question isn't just about football tickets or rent or medicine. The question is, who owns the price of your life? We have allowed these invisible systems to become the gatekeepers of our daily existence. We accept these hidden charges as an unavoidable reality of the modern world. But what happens when the algorithms decide you can no longer afford the basic necessities? What happens when the gap between the haves and have-nots is no longer determined by hard work, but by your digital footprint? We are living in an era where convenience has been weaponized against us. We are the fuel for the machine that is systematically stripping away our agency. As we move closer to the 2026 World Cup, we have to ask ourselves, are we okay with being mere spectators in our own economic demise? And more importantly, what are you willing to give up to stop the machine from knowing exactly how much it can take from you? Are you truly paying the price of a seat, or are you paying the price of your own invisibility?